Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to come into your living room here today. I'd like to tell you a little bit about a project I've been working on now for more than 10 years. Began on my annual trek to the Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C., where every year on May the 13th, they read off the names of all the officers who were killed in the year prior. At that time, they are put onto a memorial wall along with those officers who were killed prior to the development of the memorial. In 2002, following America's entry into the war in the Middle East, in Iraq, I asked a good friend of mine, Congressman Mike Rogers, if he could find me access to the Walter Reed Memorial Medical Center. It seemed to me that police officers were basically the military, the soldiers, the Homeland Defense on this side of the borders, and I wanted to show those who were fighting for us overseas what the police thought and that we were all together on the same team. I began by going there with a simple gray T-shirt made in the USA that just had a silk screen of an American flag on it. And the idea of that was, what do you take to a hospital where the most severely injured military are at? These are all multiple limb loss, generally multiple limb loss, severe head injuries, the most serious injuries that occur. Probably people that would not have survived in years past. I mean, we can feel blessed that the technology and the skills that are out there in the field now have allowed these men and women to be brought back and made productive again. But it's a very, very difficult time. So I thought everybody would feel good in a clean, gray, 100% cotton made in the USA t-shirt. As time went on, it became apparent to me that the families that are there, the parents, the children, the spouses of the injured people, they need things too. And I really had never thought about it that way. I put the word out. I found out that they needed DVDs to entertain the children, the spouses, and the injured person. I put the word out, got 750 videos, sent them out. They can't be used by anybody but the person they're delivered to because there's a presence of infection and things like that that can go through this hospital. These are generally very open wounds. Later found out that few of them had a DVD player, so we went and bought DVD players. Somebody brought me an electric shaver. I thought, who in the world would need one of those there? These are young men and women that are groomed well and proud of themselves, and an electric shaver works much better than a disposable razor. So we went to Wall Shavers in Chicago, Illinois, and got 35 electric shavers donated. It's been a wonderful experience for me over the 10 years of seeing the generosity that so many people have, and the trust that they have in me. And I don't know really how that ever developed, but I just know that they are overly generous and they just trust me to deliver those things that they donate. Last year, we took 25 bags, 25 individual bags, completely equipped, that had about $1,000 a piece in it. That was $300 in gift cards, DVD player, electric shaver, as I mentioned, some pajamas, some lotions, an iPod shuffle, a little Droid pad so they could have internet access and do emails. It's been a wonderful experience, all things that were donated or purchased through cash donations that were given to me and trusted to me. This year we're going to be making that trip again. We will be visiting on May the 13th, Walter Reed Memorial Medical Center. As it was last year, moved to Bethesda, Maryland. And it's a fabulous facility, and the soldiers that we see there are just tremendous. I'm sure you'll hear some of their stories as the months proceed. We'll be collecting from now through April the 30th, and two of the locations that we'll be asking you to drop gifts at or donations will be at Heidebright Chevrolet on Van Dyke in Washington Township, and at Keller and Associates Realty, which is at 138 South Main in the village of Romeo. Both very generous people, very generous with their space and their time, and philanthropic people that have done much good for our area and other areas, and now have decided to be helpful to our cause in delivering these packages to Walter Reed. I'm the lucky guy that gets to deliver them, but it's the creativity, the generosity, and the good thoughts of the people that, like you, that are watching this, and your friends that allow me to do these things. And I promise you that we'll make good on it. And we have great plans for this year. I hope you'll stop by. There's a wish list, or a list of items that we believe to be the most desirable, but every year somebody comes up with something we haven't thought of that works. Weightlifting gloves, pajamas, and some of the other things I mentioned, all welcome. Remember, the soldiers need these things, but remember, mom, dad, spouse, children are also in the room, and frequently they need those things too. They've come on very short notice, and they've come wearing what they have on. And so those things that we bring there have tremendous value to the people that we visit. And the bags that we have that exceed the number of soldiers that we are able to visit go into a supply depot there at the hospital, because remember, we deliver once a year, but people arrive there 365 days a year. So for us, it's an ongoing project that you get to participate in all year round. So many generous people allow us to do great things here. And this year, Al Keller Realty, Keller & Associates at 138 South Main, and Heidebright Chevrolet have decided to allow us to use their property to help as a collection center. And I'm going to take you out to meet Al and to meet Kurt Heidebright, because I want you to get a chance to see the people behind the scenes. Okay, I'm here with Al Keller today at Keller Associates, 138 South Main here in the village of Romeo. And Al, thank you a lot for having some time for me today. And as you know, we're kicking off our fundraising drive for an article drive, I guess you might better say, for Walter Reed Memorial Medical Center trip that we're going to be taking May the 13th, that I'll be delivering just huge packages of bags of goodies for the soldiers and their families. Because, you know, generally these people come to that hospital on very short notice. You know, you find out that your son or daughter or your husband or wife or brother or sister have been flown in from Germany, where it's the first stop after the injury. Then really within 4 or 5 days they're in Washington, D.C. And as you can imagine, most people come with what they're wearing and grab what they see on the way to the car. And so these things that we take are not only just for the soldier, they're also for the family, the children, the spouses, because some of them are there a long time. And so tell us how you got involved in this, and you know, why you've decided to participate.
Well, Jim, we've known each other for quite a while. As the supervisor of Bruce Township, we had some interaction, and we heard that you were looking for a new location for the drop-off. And being here on South Main in downtown Romeo, we wanted to offer the location. It's convenient, and we should have enough room for these semi-truckloads full of gifts, we hope, that are coming in. And you know, we're all community-oriented here. We all live and work in the community, and we want to be involved.
Yeah, it's great, and this will be a great location for us, and it sure helps me out. And I do appreciate your generosity, and Pam Davis and Bob and all the people here in the office that have been generous in the past, and we're willing to participate for the next couple of months on this.
Well, it certainly is a pleasure.
Thanks a lot. Thanks so much.
Certainly a pleasure.
I'm here today with Kurt Heidebright at Heidebright Chevrolet, Washington Township on Van Dyke, our local Chevrolet dealer. Kurt, thanks for having me inside today.
Absolutely,
and,
Joe.
As you know, we're planning our annual trip to the Walter Reed Memorial Medical Center. On May the 13th, we'll be doing our visit, and we're in the midst of about our 10th annual trip there, but 4 or 5 now in a row of pretty well organized things where we're trying to deliver bags that have, well, upwards of $1,000 or more of things in it for not only the injured person but the families. And I just wanted to say thanks to you for allowing us to use Heidebright Chevrolet to help serve as a collection spot for us. I mean, it's a very visible place here in town, and obviously a very popular business for us, and one that we're glad to have in town. But having this as a location for us, I think, is probably going to help us to even get more collections than we've had in the past, because just of the visibility that may expand us into an area outside of even the Washington, Bruce, Romeo area, because obviously your place is known far beyond those borders. And you know, this is the T-shirt that I started out bringing to the dealership, to the hospital 10 years ago, a Made in the USA T-shirt that I thought would make them feel good. And last year, you know, we took a bag that had a DVD player, an iPod in it, a Droid pad, and electric shavers, and creams and lotions and pajamas. And every year it's gotten better because of generous people, and I think they have much better ideas than I ever think of. And having a place like this here that's so visible, I think will help us to even do way better than we've ever done before. So,
Well, as we were talking earlier, you know, some of the stories that you've told us are pretty engaging. So, I mean, we're excited that you chose us to be the collection center, and we'll do everything we can to help out and make sure the guys get great packages this year, like they have in the past years, and promote it as best we can and help you in your efforts. And we look forward to it.
well, it's like I said, it's so many people that we don't know and people that we do know that help to make this thing happen. And I can't thank you enough for allowing us to use your place. So
Well,
thanks so much.
We've all got people and family we know in the military right now, and you know, we need to stand behind them any way we can. So this is a very small token, but we're very happy you chose us.
Oh, thanks so much for having us. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks. Now that you've met Kurt Heidebright and Al Keller and their buildings, you know where the locations are at, you know what we're up to, you know what we've done in the past, and you know we're going to exceed all goals that we've ever made before. Please feel free to stop by those locations and donate freely. There are many good things for you to donate to. This is certainly one of them, and we won't disappoint you.